I was going to come on here and talk about self-love and like that, but it behooves me how this Meg versus Tory versus Meg versus Kelsey case is going on, and with all the facts that we done found out within the last 4 days, at this point, you can choose what cause you want to stand for. You can choose if you want to stand for the black woman cause, DV cause, or knowing what it feels like to be snaked out by that really wasn't your friend cause. And I want to give a special shout out and flowers to Milagro Graham's Mob Radio for excellent journalism and media coverage on this story, because she actually went to this trial, and watching her report on this trial detail for detail, like watching someone just do so well at their niche makes you realize where you belong. It makes you realize why people need to stay in their lane. And, she did a great job. And in my eyes, she's a legend. And just the way that she covered things detail for detail, she definitely earns the title of a legend in this because of this story. And honestly, not just because of the story that she's covering. Millie been funny, entertaining as hell, smart, witty, and she doesn't get the props that she deserves simply because she's unfiltered. And it's crazy how bigger media platforms aren't, covering that they're covering the way they're covering the story, but it is what it is. Like, people like Milagro really make me realize, like, look, you can really be yourself all the way and the right people will with you. So shout out to Milagro Rams. You were really, you got my respect. You did that. So we're on day 4 of trial. Tory has got a chance to testify. Meg has got a chance to testify. And Kelsey has now got a chance to testify. So now we have a clearer picture of how and why this incident took place. But let's really start with Kelsey getting immunity. Because it's like, Kelsey, what you need immunity for? And really, Kelsey is the key witness that we all been waiting to speak. Because it's like, Kelsey, you ain't do nothing wrong. What you need immunity for? And for her to go on stand and say that she didn't see Tory pop Meg says that her and Tory have an alliance, because there was a jail phone call that was played in court from Tory to Kelsey, and on the phone Kelsey was pretty much panicking, saying, oh my god, I'm hyperventilating, and then Tory was like, really calm, talking about don't worry, no one's gonna find out. And it's like, what you mean no one's gonna find out? And why are you so calm? And Kelsey, why are you so anxious? And which leads me to believe Kelsey most likely popped Megan, because Kelsey, you can get a 2-for-1. Tory betrayed you too. Send his off to jail, because it's like, you slept with my friend. And Megan, you slept with somebody that you knew I was talking to, and you got a blown off foot. So it's like, you can get a 2-for-1. Both of them are getting what they deserve, allegedly. But for some reason, she still won't say that she saw Tory pop Megan. Because Megan's coming for Tory while Tory's coming for Kelsey, and while Kelsey's coming for Megan. Because if Kelsey just say that it was Tory who popped her, this could all be over. And it's like, Kelsey, you should be Team Meg by now. Like, what's up? And even when she took the stand and that she said she didn't feel like being here, she didn't want to be here. And the judge was like, why don't you want to be here? She's like, because I'm tired of Megan's lies. And she's still coming for Megan. So the story goes, Meg and Kelsey went to a Rock Nation brunch and they met Tory. So they both met Tory at the same time. And at that Rock Nation brunch, Meg was trying to put Kelsey on with Tory. So Kelsey and Tory eventually started talking and dating and sleeping together. And over the course of time in Meg and Kelsey's relationship, Meg told Kelsey that she wanted her to come stay with her and move in with her in LA. And the week that she was supposed to move in with Kelsey, the week that Kelsey was supposed to move in with Megan, she caught C-19. That was, when that virus was really big, and Tory had quarantine radio, and his IG live quarantine radio show was getting big. And that was when, Megan was on quarantine radio shaking her ass in her yellow booty shorts with Tory. So from that connection, they grew a friendship. They started hanging out. And over the time of Kelsey being sick with the C19, Megan Tory. So Megan sleeps with Tory. And she didn't tell Kelsey this. And over time, Kelsey's getting better from C19. Megan gets an invite from Kylie to come to her pool party. So Megan decides to bring Kelsey along to the pool party. You know, they're getting drunk, having fun. And Kelsey says that she decides to take a nap because, you know, I guess she may have had lots of drinks. So she goes upstairs to Kylie's house, takes a nap. As Kelsey's taking a nap, Megan decides to call over Tory. You know, Kelsey wakes up and then she sees Tory's here. And she notices that Meg's acting real, weird, she's really drunk, acting really belligerent, just acting really, really weird. Megan was acting real annoyed and weird, and Kelsey couldn't understand why, because Megan didn't know how to explain to her that the dude that she tried to hook her up with, she secretly slept with him, and he's now here flirting with the girl that invited her to the party in her face, pretty much saying that our nigga's cheating on us, but you don't know that he's my nigga too. And yeah, she was so drunk to the point that it was embarrassing. So EJ and Kelsey were trying to get her to go home, but Megan didn't want to go home unless Tory was coming with her. So I guess Tory wasn't coming, and then Megan wasn't trying to leave either. So then EJ told Kelsey to tell Megan that her wig is slipping. So when she did, Megan was more inclined to go home. So they decided to leave her. Kelsey and EJ were on their way home. They're on their way home, and Meg is still acting annoyed, just acting up, putting up a fit, belligerently drunk. And then she realizes she forgot her slipper at Kylie's house. At Kylie's house, where Tory is alone with Kylie. They make a U-turn to go back to Kylie's house to go get her slipper, and Meg goes in to go get her slipper, but she comes out with Tory. I don't know where EJ goes, but somehow he goes somewhere. Tory. So now it's Tory, Meg, and Kelsey, and they have this new driver or security guard. His name is Daquan. I don't know who he is, but his name is Daquan. So now it's those three in the car. Megan and Tory are going back and forth. Megan's coming for Tory's rap career. Then Tory puts her on blast and says, "You're the one who's snaking out your friend, sleeping with me behind Kelsey's back. And this is not the first time you did it." And that's how we're now finding out that Kelsey was talking to the baby first. Then Meg decided to go behind her back and sleep with him. And now this new athlete named Ben, the new athlete guy Ben, is being thrown into the mix because Kelsey was talking to him first. Then Meg decided to sleep with him too. And now Tory Lanez. And with Tory dropping that bomb, Kelsey gets involved in the argument, and the argument gets so heated between the three of them that Megan decides to walk out the car and I guess try to find her way home, and it ends up with her getting popped from either Kelsey or Tory from the vehicle. We can all agree that she didn't deserve to get popped, We can all agree that it's really unfortunate to see her in such a vulnerable position. And I'm sure a lot of us know what it feels like to be in such a vulnerable position and still be demonized for it, and knowing what it feels like for people to really go out their way to not take your side, even though you're the victim. And I definitely believe that she deserves her justice, because we know how unfair, cruel, and cold the justice system is, specifically to Black people, because I feel like she definitely got popped on purpose. There was a bullet with her name on it, because it takes a lot of energy to pop somebody. You gotta cock it, aim, and pull the trigger. And it's just the fact that she was walking away. She was already out the car. So somebody from the car, aimed at her on purpose. This wasn't to get her attention. The person meant to hurt her. Kelsey or Tory meant to hurt her. And it's because there's so much news coming out every day, and it's just Yeah, she is a victim and getting injured, but that doesn't make her a victim in any other way because, yeah, she was walking out the car, but she was walking out of the car from the mess that she created. This was all her doing. And this is why Meg had to lie so much, and there were so many holes poked in her story, and people were able to call her on her bluff so many times. Like, even with her saying that she lied and said she stepped on glass because of the whole Ferguson situation, like, that was a good one. She had to lie because she knew that if we really found out why this all happened, she would lose majority of her sympathy. And even with certain things being revealed, my scales of the way I see things is like has changed a lot because this situation was so avoidable because you were already on your way home with EJ, Kelsey, and you were on your way home. You went out your way to go back, make up a excuse to go back to Kelsey's house to drag Tory into your mess. 2, you called Tory over knowing damn well the situation that you have with him and the situation that he has with Kelsey. So it's like she brought it on herself. Like, you're bad. You're bad for going out your way to be messy. Like, maybe, I don't know, was she trying to get a threesome or something? Like, I don't know. And even then, like, that's not how you do that. You gotta tell the girl first, especially if she's your friend, like, I guess. Because if she's such the innocent victim who never slept with Tory, which was another lie, why your best friend not taking your defense? She brought it on herself and literally popped herself in the foot, all pun intended. And the fact that this is the third dude that Megan slept with behind knowing that Kelsey was involved with them just says a lot about their relationship. And unfortunately, this is how pretty girls get down, because they're too pretty to really admit that they're jealous. They have the things going on. They get the attention, or they may have the position, or this or that. But if your self-esteem doesn't come from a genuine place, you're gonna do shit like that. Like, somebody who's ugly or just not that attractive, they can hate on you. They can whatever. But when you're a pretty girl, it's a different type of game. They sleep with your men. Pretty girls will go out their way to be generous to you just to throw it in your face. They'll act like they're helping you to sabotage you. Pretty girls will, they'll know it's your birthday and they'll strategically place a banana by your foot with a cake, and she's coming at you with a cake in her hand, and she steps on the banana and the cake is in your face, and she's like, oh my God, I didn't know. And then now people are like, oh my God, at least she bought you a cake. She's so nice. You need to be grateful. Not knowing that this bitch put that banana right next to your foot on purpose because she was going to step on it. Purposely. You'll take good pictures of them. They won't take good pictures of you. They'll go out their way to hang out with bitches they know don't like them just to come back to you and talk about, oh, I don't know why they hating on me. And it's like, why do you entertain them? Why do you hang out with them? Because certain type of pretty they get a kick out of hanging out with that are less than them. And you know what need to learn from this? You need to normalize telling you jealous of her. Just say it. Like, I'm such a bad I'm such a confident but I just wish it was me. Like, you doing that, motherfucker. Like, because 10 times out of 10, usually the you jealous of, you don't even really want. You just see fucking greatness. And 10 times out of 10, bitch, I still like you. And you still like me. And, it is what it is. Like, shit is so freeing. Like, just say it. Don't hold on to that green evil eye. I know exactly what that feels like. But you have to know that you just gotta find your own thing. You just gotta really pull that self-esteem from a genuine place. It's nothing wrong with admitting to out your mouth verbatim, I'm jealous of you, and I wish it was me. Cause I remember when I did that, I was like, okay, it's over. And when I was bitch at the gym with the ass, and I'm just like, I feel better. I don't feel like that is gone. Cause in reality, people don't give a about you, and you're not that important. You just make people realize things, and it's just a moment. Cause in all honesty, people don't want what you have. They don't want to take what you have. They just want to take your spirit. They just want to break your spirit. And sadly, usually people who don't have that much materially have that spirit that people want to take and sun you and make an example out of you just to put it down. They just want to see you down. That's all they want to see. They'll your man only to realize y'all not really that compatible and just throw him to the wayside just to see you down. That's it. They'll wreck your car. You'll get a new one. They'll tell you why you're not in. They'll try to make you feel away for not being in certain places in life already. When anyone can have a position that they want if they just go for it, And what else did I have to say? Once again, you gotta make sure you're around people who have a healthy self-esteem. And when things like this happen, like when I see these things, it's like I'll be like, damn, see, this why you ain't got no friends now. But I still do have moments where I'm like, dang, I wish I had friends. But at the same time, you gotta make sure that they have a healthy self-esteem and they really genuinely love themselves, because people be jealous of each other and they don't want to say it because they want to seem positive and stuff like that, and even little like a flipping her hair and just really feeling it, will make want to pull your eyes out your eye socket, like, cause I do it and I feel it. And the more your self-esteem grows, the less little stuff like that gets to you, because it's just, this is what it's a girl thing. I'm grooming myself. It's what we do. You just got to really have those moments when you admit to yourself out loud that you're hating. We could all have those moments when we're scrolling on the gram and you see such and such on her third round of her BBL and it actually looks nice, or it may look really bad, and you're just going off on a tangent and you just gotta be like, I'm hating. Yeah. It frees your chest. And this is getting a little too personal, but back to the subject at hand. We can't justify what Megan did, how she did her friend dirty, who's also a black woman, dirty like that. We can't look around what she did to her friend just because she got hurt. And at the same time, we can't Megan didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve to almost lose her life. But when it comes to the court of public law, it's like you gotta be ready for people to see other sides, other perspectives. For the record, Tory does not deserve no goddamn apology. He he gets off to that. Like, even when it first started and he was tweeting, he was like, oh, I can't believe I two best friends. What am I gonna do? Like, and especially when you're in the industry in Hollywood, all publicity is good publicity. Maybe you may have took a hit, but you could always sue them back for that if you really want to go through with it, because at the end of the day, even after this whole situation went down, Corey was still getting in trouble, beating the out of August Alsina, having old things come up, like about the time when he hit that pregnant woman who was driving, or something like that, some crazy like that. Like, no, he doesn't deserve no goddamn apology, because he doesn't want it, because he's not changing his ways. And every day's a new update, because the defense was really tired of Kelsey dancing around the questions and pleading the fifth, to the point that now they're going to pull up a 80-minute interview that she did because they have proof that she's committing perjury. in her statement that she's making in court. And, you know, now they're saying that they have witnesses and actual footage and audio of the whole incident of Megan getting popped. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, you know. And yeah, that's just my take on it. And, you know, my page really is about seeing the bigger picture and what you can learn from these incidents. I don't really take these people serious, once again. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I would ask y'all, like, what's your experience with having jealous friends? Or have you ever been jealous? And how did you feel about that, I guess, for the most part? But yeah, it is what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at itsblackpop. So talk to me on my back page when we get into the next video.